Hello, today we're going to study about continuous tenses. These tenses give more information about when an action is happening and how long it goes on for. And please subscribe the channel. The continuous tenses are used to emphasize that an action is going at a particular point in time. We're going to study about the present continuous tense, present continuous tips, and the past continuous tense, past continuous tips, and the future continuous tense, future continuous tips. Let's start with the present continuous tense. Continuous or progressive tenses are used to describe actions or situations that are ongoing. The present continuous tense expresses an action that is continuing at the same time as something else is happening. This tense is formed using the present participle preceded by am, are, or is. And examples: I am hiding, you are hiding, she is hiding. In plural, we are hiding, you are hiding, they are hiding. I am hiding in the tree until it gets dark. The action hiding is continuing at the same time as it starts to get dark. And more examples about the present continuous tense. She is drinking coffee. You are learning English now. He is reading various kinds of books. I am living with my sister until I find an apartment. The fog is slowly lifting, which will make my drive to work much less dangerous. I am studying to become a doctor. I am meeting some friends after work. She is always coming to class late. He is constantly talking. I wish he would shut up. For the present continuous tips, adverbs, placement, active, passive. The examples below show the placement for grammar adverbs such as always, only, never, ever, still, just, etc. Examples: you are still watching TV. Are you still watching TV? For the passive, active, and passive examples, right now Tom is writing the letter. That's active. Right now the letter is being written by Tom, and that's passive. The past For the past continuous tense, the past continuous tense describes a past action that was happening at the same time as another action occurred. For examples, I was falling, you were falling, he was falling, we were falling, you were falling, they were falling. They were falling asleep. They were falling asleep when they heard a loud crash. This tense is formed in the same way as the present continuous tense, but using was or were instead of am, is, or are. For the past continuous tenses, we have more examples. At 3 o'clock yesterday, I was working in the garden. I was watching TV when she called. When the phone rang, she was writing a letter. While we were having the picnic, it started to rain. While John was sleeping last night, someone stole his car. I was studying when he was making dinner. While Ellen was reading, Tim was watching television. She was always coming to class late. He was constantly talking. He annoyed everyone. For the past continuous steps, we have while versus when. The clauses are groups of words which have meaning, but are often not complete sentences. Some clauses begin with the word when, such as when she called or when it bite me. Other clauses begin with while, such as while she was sleeping and while he was surfing. When you talk about things in the past, when is most often followed by the verb tense simple past, whereas while is usually followed by past continuous. While expresses the idea of during that time. The examples below have similar meanings, but they emphasize different parts of the sentence. Examples: I was studying when she called. While I was studying, she called. For the future continuous tense. The future continuous tense describes an ongoing action that is going to happen in the future. Like the other continuous forms, the present participle is used, but it is preceded by will be. Examples: I will be watching, you will be watching, she will be watching. We will be watching, you will be watching, they will be watching. And we have more examples for the future continuous tense. You will be waiting for her when her plane arrives tonight. You are going to be waiting for her when her plane arrives tonight. I will be watching TV when she arrives tonight. He will be studying at the library tonight, so he will not see Jennifer when she arrives. I'm going to start eating at 6 p.m. Tonight they will be eating dinner, discussing their plans, and having a good time. While Ellen is reading, Tim will be watching television. Remember, no future in time clauses. Like all future tenses, the future continuous cannot be used in clauses beginning with time expressions such as when, while, before, after, by the time, as soon as, if, unless, etc. Instead of a future continuous, present continuous is used. Example: while I am finishing my homework, she is going to make dinner. For the future continuous steps, adverb placement, the examples below show the placement for grammar adverbs such as always, only, never, ever, still, just, etc. For examples, you will still be waiting for her when her plane arrives. You are still going to be waiting for her when her plane arrives. And for active and passive, examples: at 8 p.m. tonight, John will be washing the dishes. That's inactive. At 8 p.m. tonight, the dishes will be being washed by John. And that's in passive. And thank you very much. Please like, share, and subscribe the channel. Thank you.